Hey, hello and welcome to today's GFG problem of the day. Sub-array with zero sum. Let's see what the problem has to say. Given an array of integers, find if there is a sub-array of size at least 1 with zero sum. You just need to return true, false, depending upon whether there is a sub-array present with zero sum or not. Printing will be taken care by the driver code. Okay, so let's see through an example, right? So what the problem is asking us that given an array, right? So what we need to return is, what we need to check is if there is a sub array whose sum equals 0. So this is the sub array, right? Wherein 2 minus 3 gives us minus 1, the sum of the sub array, right? And this plus 1 gives us 0. So we need to return true. Okay. For example, let's take another example. The example can be this as well, right? 42016. So even if it is a single element where the element is 0, this also qualifies, right? So we'll return true. Another example can be 3 minus 3 1 2, right? So this subarray, right, the subarray sum results into 0, so we need to return true. Okay, so what we can do, right? So if we take this example, let's take this example, minus 3 1 6. What we can do is we can start taking the sum. We will have a variable sum, right? Sum equal to 0, right? So what we'll do, we'll iterate through the elements, right? And we'll uh, keep on incrementing this sum, right? So sum now becomes 4 through this, right? And then we'll come here, it becomes 6, right? 4 plus 2 6. Then 6, we come here, 6 minus 3, it becomes 3. And now 1 again, right? 1 again, right? 1 again, so it becomes 4 now. Sum now becomes 4, right? Sum now becomes 4. So if you observe, right, if you observe, initially the sum was 4 over here, right? Initially the sum was 4 over here. And again, when it came over here, the sum was still 4. The sum was 4 again. Okay. So when this is the scenario, when this is the case, right? When initially there was a sum 4 and again we came to the same sum, that is 4. So that means there exists a sub array, right? There exists a sub array whose sum equals to 0, right? Whose sum equals to 0, right? So this is a case you saw. Initially, there was 4, the sum was 4, right? And then we came here, we kept on incrementing 6, then the sum became 3 here, right? And then when we came here again, we got 4. So, right? So that means there is a sub array whose sum, there is a sub array in between whose sum equals to 0, right? So what we can do is we can store this sum. We can store this sum. Whenever we calculate the sum, we'll store this sum. Um, let's say in a set, right? In a set. And then we'll keep on checking, right? This is one case. We'll keep on checking whether there was this sum, right? Whether there was a sum in this set. Okay. We'll see through the code. Okay. So another is plain example can be, can be simple, right? If we come across an element, whose where the element is 0, then simply return true. Or the sum, right? Here we started with the sum 3, right? And then the next element came as minus 3, right? So 3 minus 3 becomes 0, right? So this is a simple case, right? When the sum itself becomes 0. When the sum itself becomes 0, we'll return true. Or when the element itself is 0, we'll return true. Or when we get the sum again, the same sum, right? When we got previously, right? So this is another case, right? This is another case. So we'll simply return true for these three cases. Okay. So let's see the code. So here is the Java code, right? So what we are doing is we are taking a set. We are taking a set and sum equal to 0, and then simply what we are doing, we are iterating through the elements, we are calculating the sum, right? If we take this example, right, 4 2 minus 3 1, and what else, 4 2 minus 3 1 and 6, right? Okay, 6. So here we added sum, right? Sum became 4, right? 4. Sum became 4 here. Now we are checking whether sum equal to 0 or not, or simply the element is equal to 0 or not, or if the set contains a sum, right? So this currently it's not satisfying, right? Any of the, right, sum equal to 4 or equal to 4, right? And set does not contain anything. Then simply what we are doing, simply what we are doing, we are simply adding set 4, right? Set 4. And then we are coming over here, right? Then what we are doing, we are adding sum. Now sum becomes 6. Sum becomes 6. It's not satisfying the condition over here, right? We'll simply add 6 to the set, right? And then we come over here, right? We come over here, and then what we do, 6 minus 3, right? 6 minus 3 becomes 3, right? Again, it is not satisfying any of the conditions, right? Any of the conditions is not satisfying. So we'll simply add 3 in the set. And then we come over here, we add sum, we add 1 to the sum, right? So the sum becomes 4 now, right? Now, right? Let's see. This is not satisfying, this is not satisfying, but this, we already have 4 in the set, right? The sum has become 4 now, and this 4 is already present in the set. That means there is a sub array in between, right? There is a sub array in between wherein the sum is equal to 0. So we'll simply return true, right? And what can be the other case? The other case can be, let's take this example, right? So here we started with this element, right? We started with this element. Sum became 3, right? Sum became 3, and then we added set. We added to the set 3, right? Here we added, and then we again come to this element. Now 3 minus 3, right? It will give us 0. So this will satisfy. This condition will satisfy, and we will simply return true, right? What can be the other case? If the element itself is 0, right? Arr of w is 0. So we are written true in this case when we come to this element, right? So yeah, this is a Java code, and the corresponding code is C++. Not much difference. Only difference is in the declaration of the set, right? In this, right? And the way we are inserting, okay? The way we are finding. So this is a C++ code. Not much difference. So let's see through the code. So this is Java code which I explained, right? And submit. Okay, it is accepted, and also we are adhering to the time complexity and space complexity, right? O of n and O of n. We are taking extra space, that is set, right? That is O of n, and we are iterating through the complete array, which takes O of n time complexity. Okay. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.